Hi, George. I assume it's George that's listening to this. um, so I was told to send you my list of questions. The first thing that I want to know is if I set up my grades correctly. Every semester I feel like I don't set them up correctly, and then I get into trouble. So here, right here, I have a weighted grade. So that what I understand is that it's percentages, and that's what I want. I don't want points. I want percentages. They're so much easier. So then, and then I guess what I'm wondering is, this is what I see. Is that right? And then here, this is what the student sees, right? So what's grade scheme symbol? I don't understand that. Is that like A, B, C, D? I'm not sure if I want that. I want them to see percentages on every single solitary grade if that's possible. And display how final grade was calculated to users. I don't know. Anyway, and then calculation options. I clicked on weighted, percentage. These are all percentages. So I'm assuming that I did this right. I'm hoping I did this right. Because every semester I do it wrong. I swear. And then it doesn't calculate it correctly. Anyway, so that's my first question. And I actually have 4 classes. I have this one. I have this one. And let's see, grades. Let's look at this one. So this I need to fix. I know how to fix this problem. But if we go to settings, I've got it for me like this, and then I've got this one, and maybe I should take some grade symbol away. I don't know. And calculation options, weighted again. Hopefully this is right. And then I've got this class here and grades, and I'll go to settings, and so this is points. Oops. Okay, so I'll change that. I'll save it. All right, then here, they're seeing a weighted grade. I'm taking this away, I assume. I don't know. I'll save that. Calculation options, I've got it as weighted, right? Final grade released, calculated final grade. I don't know. Drop ungraded items. Okay, so save on that one. Yes. And so then I've got one more, but I have not set that up at all. So anyway, just if you could make sure that I did do that right. Okay, so here is my next question. And this is for CIS 145-500. And it says you needs a welcome news item linking to get started information. How do I link to the get started information? Now here is my course again, okay? And I've got this syllabus, and I can open it. It opens, right? So that's okay. But how do I didn't think you could link to a module in the content. So I'm a little confused about that. See, here's my Getting Started module. So how do you do that? So that's one of my questions. Then my next question I was really confused about. It said you have week 2 starting before week 1. So when I go here and I go to week 1, it doesn't have a start date on it. And then I go to week 2 and this starts on January 30th, 2020. So I'm wondering if you see what she's talking about. I could email her back, but I don't know. I was just wondering if you see what she's talking about. I have not changed this at all. And then here, gradebook is only visible to some, so students have been added after you originally made it visible. All right, so let's go here to the grades again, and we'll go to enter grades. And so then here, see this? Oh, there's one. Oh. So how do I change this then? How do I make it so that it's visible to him? I guess I didn't know that that was possible. There's only one student. No wonder I didn't see it. Anyway, so tell me how to fix that. And then, so that's another question. Those are my questions from D2L. All right, so you can feel free to break up your responses, because I was told to send you this list. So, okay, so you can break it up in your responses, but I just thought I would do this. Okay, so this right here is, I'm doing this for week 9 module in my CIS 145 section 001 class. And so this is week 9 module. And so I've typed all this stuff in, okay? And so I click on update, okay? And then, so that's okay, but then when I I have no scroll bar and I can't move up and down. And the only way to change that I found is I click on the refresh, and then it tells me, and then I can move up and down. Is there another way that I'm missing? I've tried to ask this about this before, but it never worked. I also have trouble with the editor, but I'll show you that in a little bit with a different example. Okay, so I'm trying to edit in week 15 of this class. I think it's it's CIS 145 section 001. Anyway, okay, so I want to insert a picture. So I click here on the camera, add my computer, upload, and then I want to go to this guy running towards the finish line. I click on open, and I click on add, and I'll say it's decorative, because it sort of is. I'll say okay, I'll say create new file, and then look, there it is. There's the file, there's the picture. When I click on update, all right, I'm going to come over here and click on update. All right, so there it is, right? Okay, so now I can't get my thing to go up and down, right? And there's no scroll bar over here. So I come over here to refresh, and then it's gone. The picture's not there. Okay, so let's try going to a different module and coming back. I'll just try that really quick. And then I'll go back, and it's not there. So why is that? I have a lot of trouble with the editor, and I know it has to do with something to do with HTML, and I would really like to understand it. It would be so nice if I could get training on this stupid editor and how to really use it, because there's just so many times where it indents and I can't get it to go back and I can't get it to do what I want it to do. Ugh. So another thing I would like to know is, how do I delete more than one thing at a time? I want to be able to, I know I could come here, or is it here? I don't know if oh wait, okay, so to edit this, I have to come here and click there, and I can come up here and I'll say bulk edit. And then if I click on one of these, then it goes out of editing. So how do I delete more than one thing at a time? I'd like to know that. So my last question, because I have a lot more questions, is when are you going to be on campus and I can come ask you these questions in person? Because I do have a lot more questions, but this video is a pain in the neck. So, I'd like to see you in person. Okay, thanks.